Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to go how to install a ToonBoss trolling motor mount by T6 Marine. Today, as you see on the video, you'll find that we got a level, a few clamps, roll of tape, Sharpie, tape measure, screwdriver, screw bit, a little dielectric grease. And of course we do have our kit with our ToonBoss. So first thing we want to do is we want to take the puck. This is what is mounted on the boat. It's on the top part of the boat. Put that down on this pad on the flat surface. We'll mount the plate, the trolling motor plate to it. Use this screw to tighten it down, and then we're going to put it on the boat. So this boat is an 8-foot boat with a 60-inch trolling motor. You're going to be about midway, maybe a little over midway where you want to mount this. Find the mounting surface that you want to be, or where you want to put it. Go ahead and put the tape on the boat so you have a place to Sharpie where you want to put the mount, and we'll mock it up. So after we take the piece that we put together out of the box. I like to use a rag so it doesn't mark the finish or mar the finish of anything. Use a Irwin grip clamp. Go ahead and clamp it to the boat. As you can see, we put a straight edge in, or a level, the same thing. We've clamped it to the rail. That way it gives you a straight coming out, because some boats have a curvature on the very front, so it's tough to get it coming out straight. What we try to do is we measure from the very back to the side, and from here to here. And then that way you can have a nice straight mount coming out. If it's just a straight edge on the front of the boat, and you can just line up your puck mount with the front of the rail, and it'll be just fine. But for those that have obstacles, maybe you have a tune that comes out, it's always nice to have it right there. Now you can mount the motor up there and then clamp it. It's a little bit more of a pain, but this gives you a very good idea. And basically you need 13 inches of clearance for it to drop down, because your trolling motor is going to come out and sit here, and then as it drops down, it'll come out an extra 6 inches. So after we've measured it, we made our marks right here on the side, and on the other side the same way, so we can take our trolling motor mount off and position our puck mount for drilling. So after you mark it, remove the top mount, bring the bottom lower puck over, set it back on the boat right where it was straight. Then you come right back through, mark it with a marker so you know where your holes are going to be. Don't worry about getting the marker on your mount, it will rub off. So I don't know if you can see there you go. So we've marked our holes for our mount. Now you grab the X drill that's in the kit. It is a little bit larger than the holes that are in the bottom of the plate. So that means do not drill through the plate, because you will damage the aesthetics of it or make the hole a little bit larger. The reason that we went with a little bit larger drill is to give you a little bit extra room to make adjustments if needed. After the holes are drilled, grab the shim out of the kit. Typically you're going to need this shim on the very back holes, just to the fact to make it level with the rest of the boat once it's screwed down. Put your shim in place, and you can put your puck in place. Now most boats have undersheathing. This one happens to have it. Since the boat that we have is skinned on the underside, and you do have to remove that aluminum skin, we ended up putting a piece of 3/4 inch plywood on our table here just to give you an idea how that works with the bottom or lower mount or a puck mount drawn out, holes drilled. We'll remove the tape and we'll mount our puck here shortly. Now that we have our holes drilled, drop your 5 screws in. If you do have a aluminum skin, take the aluminum skin off in the very front to get to where you need to access the bottom of the boat. When you get the access, this is the bottom of the boat. This is the plate for below. There's 4 different ways that you can do this. Of course, this is for the front, so if you're really close to the front rail and you have a lip, this will give you the drop for the lip to go, so it'll fit flush on the wood. You also have flip it that way. You can flip it this way to make it work, or depending on which way you need to flip it, this way or that way. Different scenarios. If you have a shallow scenario, this specific boat that we're working on right now, it's set up like this. You also notice that there's 2 other screw holes here. These are number 6 wood screws that are in the kit. Once this is all tightened up and flush against the bottom of the boat, stick the 2 wood screws in these 2 holes. What that is for is if you ever want to take this off the boat for some reason or need access, instead of having to drop the aluminum skin down, these 2 screws will hold the plate in place, and then you can take these 3/8 screws out. Once the holes are drilled for the puck, go ahead, and the underskinning of the boat is off. You can see right here that we've started our screws. This plate is threaded. It's 3/8 16 threads. When you're putting it together, the dielectric grease is great. If you can put some on some of these threads, it just keeps them from galling. For later use, it's just nice. If you don't have to have it, but it's just nice to use. If we go to this top, I try to always use the center screw to bring them up. See that plate come up and the screws came up. This isn't the right drill bit for it. It's a number 2 drill. It should be a number 3. I do have a number 3 screwdriver, Phillips, to tighten it down with. And that is the toughest part of the whole job. So as you can see, this is flat if this was the bottom of your boat. This is the front. Here's the 2 wood screws. I just screwed them in using number 2. And that's what it looks like from the bottom of the boat. Okay, once you have the screws tight, the plate's tight on the bottom, the wood screws are installed, you can now install the top plate. That top plate will hold. It's got the puck actually holds it without the screw. Matter of fact, I weigh roughly 200 pounds. I can hang off the front without the screw being in the puck mount. So when you're putting on and off your trolling motor, don't feel like it's going to fall right off as soon as you take that screw out. Now it is tight tolerances. I do, you don't have to, but a little dielectric grease on the screw is helpful. It will go in, and it's all set up. Of course, you've got your screw hole here. This is for your tether that will attach to your knob. You have this screw hole here or here, and this is depending on how your trolling motor is attached or which direction that you have it facing. This will hold your cables. There's a cable tie and a screw for that. These screws here are set up for the trolling motor, so this is the closest that you want to be. This is the farthest out that we have for position. When removing this, if anything ever gets tight, just pick up just ever so lightly, because that will make it, what has happened is it's getting cockeyed onto the puck. Just a little bit will go a long ways if this thing ever gets tight. It will never get tight just on its own. So it's just the weight distribution. This screw here is to use it as a press to press off, to help straighten it up. As you help press that off, pick up a little bit on the plate to release the weight, and it'll just come off very nice and easy. If you want, you can put just a smidgen or very, very light coat of dielectric or silicone grease. I like silicone grease, don't have to. I've been running this mount for 5 years. Never have used it before. So after you got it installed, you can check for deployment. You always want to make sure that our clearance between here and the front rail is good. That is roughly a couple inches. This is on the closest setting. You can move that out further if you want more clearance or need more clearance. Now, one thing that we did not talk about is if you have a tune that sticks out, just make sure that you have enough room for the motor to drop. If you have a 72 inch, you're probably going to want to go out further over to the left or the right, depending on how you want the motor positioned. Thank you for watching the ToonBoss installation video. Thank you for your purchase of the ToonBoss. If you have any questions about the ToonBoss, please contact us at T6 Marine. Have a great day and happy boating.